On Wednesday, it was a matinee performance of Showtime as Shohei Ohtani continued his magical start to the season with a two-run home run off reigning American League Cy Young Award winner. While Ohtani tied the game, it was Zach Cozart who stole the show with a walk-off winner in the 13th. Tonight, the Angels look to keep it going against the division rival Athletics. Next. It's baseball time in Southern California. The Angels enjoyed their off day yesterday. Got a chance to kind of enjoy that victory walk-off style on Wednesday night. And tonight, the homestand continues. The Oakland Athletics in town for the first of three here at the Big A. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Rojas, and the one thing that certainly has not disappointed to date has been Shohei Ohtani. We weren't sure whether or not he was going to be in the lineup tonight, but he is back in there for the third straight game.
Yeah, Victor, he threw a bullpen session early, had a great round of batting practice, back in the lineup. What he's done so far as an Angel is unbelievable when you think about it. First Angels rookie ever to homer in his first two games at home. 429 batting average for Showtime, including 5 RBI and the silent treatment. Eventually, the fellas came down there and said, way to go on that 3-run home run. And when you hit a home run off of Corey Kluber, the reigning Cy Young Award winner, that is truly special for him. The dead center fielder everyone's wondering, can he hit the ball the other way? Well, he showed that against one of the best pitchers in the game.
Well, we just showed you as far as the hero on Wednesday night, or I guess it turned out to be Wednesday night because it was a 4.5-hour game, and Zach Cozart has been invaluable, not only just on the offensive side, but also on the defensive side.
Well, Victor, when you think about it, he never played a game at second base in the major league level, and he's played some solid defense so far. He was supposed to be the third baseman, settled in pretty solid at second base. He's always had great range, great footwork. He's been able to play some outstanding defense at that second base position. And of course, having Anderson Simmons there helps out. But when you think about it, it's a Coors Light refreshing finish that really finished off that game for Zach Cozart. The first time in his career, a walk-off home run, and this baseball was absolutely tattooed out of the ballpark. Brings it on home, big victory, and win a series against Cleveland, a team he had coming into that series had lost 12 straight games. Big victory there. Hopefully he'll carry that momentum, even though the off day yesterday into tonight.
This is the second meeting of the season already between these two ball clubs. The Angels took 3 of 4 from the Oakland Athletics last weekend at the Coliseum. Tonight, they hand the ball off to Parker Bridwell, stepping in for the injured Matt Shoemaker. Just about ready for baseball. Here's the Big A. Sit back, relax, line up some first pitch when we return.
That one is going to leave the ballpark, and Chris Davis deposits that one into the left field bleachers.
This one's got a chance to go, and it does. Big fly for Mike Trout.
Learn more by Mercury Insurance. We're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast, free quote and see how much you can save. And by your SoCal Mazda dealers.
Pretty nice night for baseball. A little bit cooler than we would like, but you know what? It doesn't matter to Parker Bridwell. He, the Texas native, subbing for Matt Shoemaker, who was placed on the 10-day DL just a couple of days ago. This will be his first start of the season. We'll check out the lineup that Bob Melvin will run out there for the Oakland A's. They come into play tonight with a 3-5 mark, coming off a series victory against the Texas Rangers. Matt Joyce will lead things off. He's in left. Marcus Semien at shortstop. Chet Lowry at second. Chris Davis at DH. Matt Olson at first base. Matt Chapman's at third. Jonathan Lucroy behind the plate. Stephen Piscotty's in right field. And Boog Powell, the Mission Viejo product, is in center field, batting ninth. Parker Bridwell, 26-year-old native of Hereford, Texas, just outside of Amarillo. Last year, Gooby, a 10-game winner for the Halos. Halos did very well in the games that he started.
I'll tell you what, he threw the ball so well. My go-tos for Bridwell to be successful today is just go right back to that ability to get those quick outs. A sinker baller down in the strike zone, soft contact, a lot of ground ball outs. When he's able to do that, he's able to set up his secondary pitch. That's where he get that swing and miss, that good slow curveball. He's got an excellent changeup to go along with that cutter. But again, fastball command, quick outs, soft contact on the ground. Bridwell, keys, my go-tos tonight.
One thing he does not do is waste a whole lot of time on the mound. First one tonight, breaking ball down, and it is ball one. First pitch is brought to you by Honda Cars of Corona. Joyce, 217 average so far this year, a couple of doubles and an RBI. There's 2 balls and no strikes. 65 degrees at first pitch. Bridwell last year made 2 starts against Oakland. No record. Knocked him around a little bit. A little half-hearted swing. Kozar with the shift on. Let's Andrelton Simmons cut and throw. One down.
Anderson playing second base there makes that play. Jam them on a high fastball. See where Anderson's playing, just on that second base side of the bag, goes all the way over in their normal second base position. He figured, well, you know what? I'm going to try second base. Kozar's moved over there himself, so I'll go ahead and try that position myself. One of those ground ball outs. Speaking of ground balls.
2 down. Take a look at the Angels on the defensive side of things, because there's other guys out there besides Andrelton Simmons. Upton, Trout, and Calhoun in the outfield from left to right. Valbuena, Simmons, Kozar, and Pujols from third to first. Martin Maldonado behind the plate.
And as good as the season Bridwell had last season, but he's amazing as far as not allowing stolen bases. 0 stolen bases allowed in 125 innings pitched in his career at the major league level. So quick to the plate.
Chet Lowry, a 313 average so far. 3 doubles, 5 runs batted in. He takes down and in. Mentioned that Bridwell had a couple of starts against Oakland last year, and they weren't very good starts. Matter of fact, probably his 2 worst starts. And they came at back-to-back starts. He gave up 7 runs, and then he gave up 6 runs the following time. 1 at the Coliseum, 1 here at the Big A.
Early life on his fastball, 93. That one at 94 miles an hour.
I think the biggest thing for Parker is to put aside what happened in spring training, because there was a very uneven performance for him this spring, especially after such a terrific season last year. This one out to deep right field. Cole will watch this one go. It's 1-0 Oakland. Got a hanging breaking ball, and Lowry did not miss it. His first home run of the year gives the A's the early lead.
And that breaking ball to stay right up in that zone where Lowry, we saw him have some good swings against the Angels up there in Oakland. He continues to swing the bat well now with 6 RBI, 4 extra base hits for Oakland this season. Yeah, going back to Bridwell's spring training, he was pitching out of the bullpen a lot. He wasn't really acclimated to that starting role a whole lot. You see with this ball, the spins right over the middle part of the plate. You see reaction from Martin Maldonado. Generally, your catcher will tell you exactly what happened with that pitch.
Breaking ball misses inside to Chris Davis, a DH. Sixth home run the A's have hit this year. Davis takes that one in tight. That's a 2-0 count on the former Cal State Fullerton product.
It's the 6th home run of the season for Oakland as a team. Jed Lowry.
Ground ball over to short.
Bobbled for second by Anderton. He still has the arm to throw out Chris Davis, and that'll do it for Oakland. However, they do strike early with the Jed Lowry home run. 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. Two and one so far here at the Big A this year. Zach Cozart leading things off at second. Mike Trout at center. Justin Upton's in left. Albert Pujols at first. Cole Calhoun at right. Andrelton Simmons at short. Luis Valbuena at third. Shohei Ohtani the DH, and Martin Maldonado rounding out that starting nine. Of course, he is doing the catching as they take on the 25-year-old right-hander, native of Duncan, South Carolina. Mr. Daniel Gossett on the bump.
Gossett, not an overpowering fastball, but a solid 90-95 slider, curve, changeup.
First one's in tight to Cozart.
My go-to is to be successful. Work those fastball counts. In other words, get ahead of the count, look fastball, and lay off those high pitches, even breakables upstairs.
Was ripped by Cozart, fouling it back. He was counted a ball at a strike. Second appearance for Gossett against the Angels. Pitched on April the 1st against the Halos up at the Coliseum. Took the loss. Gave up 4 runs on 6 hits. 4 innings of work.
Thought he pitched a little bit better than those numbers indicated. The defense kind of let him down in that game.
Oakland's defense has struggled to start. 5 errors to start the year. Several in the outfield miscues against the Angels. That 4-game set. Cozart pops this one back and out of play. Got jammed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Zach at 273 hit his second home run on Wednesdays. 3-2 pitch, fastball from Zach McAllister, and he did not miss it. Trout on deck. Here comes a 2-2. Slow breaking ball, full count.
Boy, he knew that too, right out of the batter's box. What about squaring up a baseball?
Payoff on the way. Gets under this one, pulls it foul.
And you're seeing what they're trying to do. You're going to see that with Trout at the plate too, trying to ride a fastball upstairs.
It seemed like that was the game plan for Oakland pretty much throughout the Angels lineup all weekend through that 4-game series.
Bob Melvin, the manager for the A's, been there for a long time.
There's a grazed him on the forearm. I thought that pitch missed inside. Then I saw the home plate umpire walking by. I thought he was going to ring him up.
Back up breaking ball. See that right on the elbow. He just grazed that bottom part of the elbow. They say that's the funny bone, right?
That's what they say.
Never seem to be all that funny when you get hit there, though.
Never seen anybody laugh.
No.
There's Trout. Quick throw to first. I mentioned mistakenly Oakland won the series against Texas, actually split the series. Oakland has played back-to-back 4-game series to start the year. See the Angels and the Rangers. One ball, no strikes. Trout on Wednesday 0 for 3 with a couple of walks. 233. 3 doubles, 2 home runs, and 5 runs batted in.
Talk about getting ahead of the count against Gossett. Last season, hitters 1-0 counts when they put the ball in play. 483 batting average against them.
Outfield straight around for Oakland. 2 balls, no strikes.
I imagine he's going to try to run a fastball up here on a 2-0 count now to Trout. See if he's ready.
Time called at the plate. Gossett, a second-round pick, 2014 out of Clemson by Oakland. 18 starts last year, went 4-11 with an ERA north of 6. Line to right field. Piscotty is there. One down. Cozart back to first. Check out the A's on the defensive side of things. Joyce, Powell, and Piscotty in the outfield from left to right. Chapman, Simeon on the left side of the infield. Lowry and Olson on the right side with Lucroy behind the plate.
And Olson's been pretty solid. 9th start at first base this season for Oakland. 0 errors so far this year. 38 starts at first base last season as a rookie. Pretty big target to throw to the first base.
Justin Upton at the plate. He was awarded his 2017 Silver Slugger award prior to the game today. They're having a very good season between Detroit and the Angels. First one's low. Third of the year. Or third of his career, I should say. On the year, 1 double, 1 home run, 3 runs batted in. Cozart hit by a pitch to lead off the bottom of the first. Angels down 1-0.
Got away with that backup cutter upstairs. He had a pretty good hack at that one for Justin Upton. So far he's faced 3 batters. All 3 he's fallen behind. Exactly what you want to do as a hitter going against him. Justin Upton is locked in. That baseball's hit a long way. That's another fastball that's right at the heart of the plate. That height where he drives the ball even went very well to right center field. Just missed that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That thing was spiked on the infield grass.
I was going to say, I don't know if it got to the dirt.
No. I don't know how that ball even hit Lucroy.
See where this pitch ended up. Yeah, well in the grass.
I may have seen a first pitch bounce like that once here at the Big A.
Is that Brandon Donovan?
I wasn't going to mention names, Gooby.
Well, he's a good friend of ours, so we always like to reference Brandon Donovan.
Grab some sand to fill that divot. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a man in scoring position. Cozart taking a big lead at second. Pujols on deck. Chases the breaking ball, and Lucroy apply the tag. 2 outs, first strikeout for Gossett. It'll be up to Albert. Try to tie the score, if not more.
Pretty good curveball there for Gossett.
Pujols comes in batting .226. 1 double, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Picked up a base hit on Wednesday. 1 for 4 now with 2,975 career hits. Today was the giveaway, right? For the
yes.
Albert Pujols.
The countdown.
Countdown. to 3,000 figurine. There it is.
Yes. Perfection.
Right on cue. It's like we had planned that or something. Or not.
Yeah.
Pushed to the dirt. Out of the way tonight, Brian Knight's calling the balls and strikes. Pat Hoberg at first base. Jerry Davis Eyes, the crew chief, at second base. And Mark Carlson at third. That's the crew for the weekend.
I feel like we saw that crew a lot in spring training, especially Jerry Davis, a lot in Tempe.
That's put down 3 pitches that we've seen really almost forcing down in the bottom part of the zone.
What that tells you when a pitcher does that, and it's not fully committed, it's not trusting the pitch selection at that moment. His curveball has been pretty solid. He's either forcing his fastball or forcing his changeup.
Cozart, the man at second base. 2 outs.
Pretty good slider there too, between his curveball and his slider.
Albert went 4 for 19 in that series in Oakland. Has himself a 2-1 count with 2 outs.
When you think about it, the Angels average just under 5.5 runs per game, but really the core of their lineup hasn't really kicked it into gear yet. From Trout, Upton, Pujols, Calhoun, even Valbuena. Yet they're scoring runs. The depth of this lineup now. Ian Kinsler looks like he'll return probably on Tuesday in Texas.
There's a walk. A 2-out walk puts a couple of men on for Cole.
Now it's time for my Hyundai key for this game. Go a little soft sell. Tainted glove. We talked about Oakland and their mistakes in the field. Up in Oakland, last year led the league as far as errors made, 121, 5 already this season. Pressure in the defense going to be key for this victory opportunity today for the Angels. Now with 2 runners on. Cole Calhoun at the dish.
Scott Emerson, the pitching coach, paying a visit. So 2 on, 2 outs, and here's Cole. Went hitless on Wednesday, going 0 for 5. 5 for 30 on the season. 1 triple, 1 home run, and 3 runs batted in. Shift on. That's the shortstop Marcus Semien out at shallow right. And Lowry staying close to the base at second. There's the alignment. It's line towards center with the 1 hopper. Lowry's got it. Angels are done here in the bottom of the first. Get a couple of men on and leave them stranded. We'll head to the second with Oakland leading at 1-0. Oakland on top. Jed Lowry with a 2-out home run in the first. Matt Olson takes a strike. Olson 7 for 29. That's a 241 average. 1 home run, 2 RBIs.
Good running fastball upstairs. We saw some success against high fastballs against Matt Olson up in Oakland. And you always got to be careful with that pitch on the inner half of the plate against him, though, if it's not elevated above the hands, especially where he has his hands out over the plate.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Cozart in shallow right with the shift on. Simmons up the middle. Good one, 26 years of age. Originally a 9th round pick by the Orioles. 2010 out of high school in Texas. Picked up last April 17th from the Orioles for a player to be named later, Cash. That deal seemed to work out very well for the Angels. And it kind of hurt the Orioles considering they needed some pitching last year with guys going down. Parker was over here on the West Coast winning 10 games for the Halos.
17-3 the Angels were when he took the mound to start a game.
Okay, all 4 Oakland outs have been to Andrelton Simmons, by the way. So Andrelton's everywhere.
What we say about Bad News Bears again?
Kelly Lee. I think Simba has a Harley Davidson.
As cool as he is, good possibility.
Matt Chapman off to a terrific start. 4-year-old. Even 400. That's good enough time for 4th for the early lead as far as the American League batting average. 2 home runs. 5 runs batted in. 455 on base percentage.
He certainly doesn't get cheated with his swing. He's got good power, especially in the gaps. Right center, left center.
Lake Forest went to Cal State Fullerton. 1st round pick in 2014. 2-2. A little loop around to right, the breaking ball. And it's a 1-out single, so Chapman keeps his hot hitting alive.
That's when you're swinging the bat well. You catch a mistake and hit it the other way. A couple breaking balls so far in this game from Bridwell. Hasn't got it exactly where he wants to throw it. See where the target is set. It backed up on him, and he stayed back and served that ball well to right field. Even though it was fooled initially by the speed of the pitch, kept his hands back and punched it in right field for a single.
Veteran Jonathan Lucroy takes a strike. So the deal in the offseason with Oakland. 273 so far with a double and an RBI. That is ripped toward the left field corner. Chapman got a good jump from first. Karam's right back to Upton, and Chapman's going to stopped over at third base and alertly by Matt Williams. The ball was up in the zone and Lucroy did not miss it.
When you think about it, the 4 outs on the ground so far have been pitches that have been at the knees or below. Anything elevated so far has been hit pretty hard. Brought his hands inside on that fastball in the inner part of the plate and turned on it. Short swing for Lucroy. Picks up his 2nd double of the season.
This one off the glove of Maldonado, and it'll be 2-0. That's a pass ball. Somehow Maldonado got crossed up.
close even to a strike. That had to be a cross-up.
Yep, he was looking breaking ball. Pass ball on Maldonado.
That's a tough one. When you're a catcher trying to, and you're anticipating a break ball and get a fastball instead.
Infield in for the Angels now. Stephen Piscotty, the right fielder. A 1-0 count. Coming over an offseason deal with the St. Louis Cardinals. 6 for 27 this far. And he'll hit this one out to center. Not very deep. Home back to third base is Luke Croy. He's tagging, coming home. The throw from Trout a little bit up the first base line. 3-0 A's. Piscotty picks up his 4th RBI.
And because he had a drift over there to left center field, a more difficult throw for Trout. Ideally, you'd love to get behind the baseball to make a more accurate throw.
So 2 outs, bases clear. Number 9 hitter Boog Powell at the plate. Two for 20 so far. 21. 25-year-old. 1 triple, 1 double. 20th round pick by Oakland in 2012. East Coast College. He didn't like that call. It's 1-2. Ground ball toward the hole, and Simmons not going to be able to do anything now. Interesting thing about that, Gooby, is that pitch was being delivered. Andrelton was moving to his left toward the middle of the infield, and Powell inside out that ball. It would have been a tough play even if Simmons had stayed at home just because of the speed.
Yeah, speed going down the line. No, Anderson's always looking in to see what pitch is potentially going to be thrown. Anticipated with a breaking ball, he might be able to pull that one. Instead, stay back on and punch it into that hole and short and third.
Back to the leadoff man. Matt Joyce grounded out to start the game. Ten pitches in the first inning for Bridwell, 19 thus far here in the second. 2 runs in. Oakland's on top 3-0. Good lead for Powell over at first. And Joyce rips one out to deep right field, and it is 5-0 Oakland. So the struggles that Bridwell had against Oakland last year have carried over into 2018.
This Oakland club, with only 5 home runs coming in this game, 2 already tonight, does have a lot of power throughout. And Joyce picking up his first home run. Now 3 RBI on the season. That 2-run shot. See how that fastball just ran back. It was supposed to be away. Joyce with that short stride, able to get the barrel of the bat.
I know the Angels had an off day yesterday, but when you go through the bullpen like the Angels did on Wednesday and picking up that victory in extra innings, you still would like to see that next day's starter, the next game's starter, to go work a little bit deeper in the game for you.
Yeah, it's odd. It's one of those things sometimes it's tough to explain. As well as Bridwell threw last year, Oakland had some good swings against them in both games, and already here tonight, same thing.
That shot of Socha is not looking at the Angels lineup. That's looking at that bullpen to see who's available and who's not. 2-1 out toward left center field. Towering shot chasing Upton. Trout near the wall. That is gone. The A's have gone back to back, and it's 6-0. Simeon gets his first home run of the year.
And again, mislocation, drifting in the middle of the plate. Charles Nagy going to have to visit Parker Bridwell. This is right down the heart of the plate. It's Simeon. He's got real good power. He does not miss fastball mistakes. His first home run of the season. Third of the game for Oakland.
Some scrambling going on in the Angels bullpen. Bridwell at 35 pitches. Here comes Jed Lowry. Got a solo shot with 2 outs in the first. This one cued toward third. Valbuena. Those are backing up on the play. Infield base hit. So the inning continues. Not much you could do on that one. Noe Ramirez first man up. Six hits here in the second for Oakland. Davis grounded out there in the first. Maldonado's going to go out. I think that's going to be it for Parker Bridwell.
That slow walk out there is a pretty good indication of that.
Socha looking over at Nagy, who's on the phone. Gonna let him face Chris Davis. Apparently Ramirez not ready to go as of yet.
Maybe one of those things where you throw over a couple times, give him more time to get ready. The way he was not ready. Charles Nagy looked down there. You see another throw over there. Definitely strong possibility of a pitching change.
Here comes Socha. That's all that was. And typically when you see a catcher making the slow walk, that's a pretty good indicator that that pitcher is done. And Ramirez needed 1 or 2 more. He's going to take an extra one in the pen. So it's an unfortunate start for Parker Bridwell. First, it's taking over for Matt Shoemaker on the disabled list. And it did not go as planned. 6-0 Oakland. We're in the second. calling your name, little buddy. Pick it up. And by Purple Bricks. Save thousands when you buy or sell your home. Go to purplebricks.com. Parker Bridwell done after an inning and 2/3, 7 hits, 6 runs on 7 hits, 3 of which were home runs. No strikeouts, no walks, responsible for the man at first through 36 pitches. This pitching change brought to you by Purple Bricks. Noe Ramirez on the bump. Pulled toward third, and a base hit, hanging slider. We saw this quite a bit in Oakland. Should come as no surprise that the A's very aggressive early on in counts. As they've batted around here the second.
Yeah, if you don't hit your spots, they could do some damage. Now, on the flip side, if you get ahead of the count, they will chase a lot of pitches out of the strike zone.
Olsen looks at a strike. Noe was the pitcher of record on Wednesday. Picked up his first major league win. The Cozart blast to left.
There's 3 pitches thrown to be able to pick up that first major league victory.
Olsen started off this inning by grounding out to short. Lowry at second, Davis at first, 6-0. Athletics, we're in the second inning. Down goes Olsen, makes the first and third outs. This one finally comes to an end. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Oakland on top. Six 0. Oakland leads it. Bottom of the second. Simmons, Valbuena, and Ohtani. It's Daniel Gossett. Struck out a man, walked a man, hit a man. But did not allow a run at first inning. Simmons comes with batting .379 with a fastball for a strike.
Definitely plenty of time to come back in this game, especially when you saw in the first inning already a couple base runners. Very important for the offense to at least get a run or two in this inning, though. Create doubt in the mind of Daniel Gossett on the mound by getting multiple base runners and scoring a couple runs in this inning. so he doesn't settle down.
Symbol went 1 for 5 on Wednesday.
Watch out.
That's the exact reason why we talked about even at the end of spring training, why more and more batters are putting that guard on their helmets, because the pitcher's going up and in, and they haven't done that before. Right. So the ability to throw the ball inside without throwing an elevated pitch like this, it's a dangerous pitch.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball towards second. One down. Brings up Valbuena. Look at me, I was just going back over the numbers for Parker Bridwell. Now the last 3 starts against Oakland, 2 last year. And the one, of course, this year. So he's gone 7 2/3 innings total in those 3 starts. 21 hits allowed. 19 runs.
Again, tough to explain that. Figure out why that's the case. It wasn't that he was throwing a lot of pitches. It was just they were aggressive. And when he made a mistake, especially out over the plate, whether it was his fastball or especially early on with his curveball.
Now you're seeing a guy that's come out here and says, all right, I got a 6-0 lead. Establish my fastball. Try to set up his breaking ball. Bueno off to a slow start, 167. Double, a home run, 2 runs batted in.
He had a pretty good pitch to do some damage there. And we made a mistake to Justin Upton early part of his at bat. And his hitters is trying to get their timing together.
Popped up, shallow left. Joyce coming in, Simeon going out. Matt Joyce with the call, the catch. 2 outs.
Shohei Ohtani coming to the plate. Look at our top tier flow brought to you by Arco on Wednesday. Corey Kluber, fastball out over the plate. Shohei Ohtani with the home run to center field. Second home run, back-to-back games for home runs for Shohei Ohtani.
Six for 14 so far. That's a .429 average.
Fan wants him to hit that home run out that way.
Right next to the batter's eye, right center.
You know, he's taking that inside fastball much, much better, more confident. Seeing the baseball, the head, we talked about the eyes and the head still with the, got rid of that high leg kick.
That's driven out to center field. That's got some sound. Ohtani-san has done it again.
Are you kidding me? This is unreal. Shohei Ohtani. This baseball is way out to center field. Back-to-back-to-back games for Shohei. Dead center field. Mentioned he took that fastball in. The little toe tap and threw the baseball in some serious distance. Watch out down there at the camera well.
112 miles per hour off the bat. 449 the estimated distance.
You were talking about it earlier today. He hit a home run in batting practice way up right center field. By the way, keep in mind, he threw a bullpen session today, too.
Let me guess, you're going to claim him as the pitcher's a great athlete thing?
Not quite yet.
He's your guy?
This is a tremendous athlete, period. I'm just going to leave it at that. Back-to-back games with home runs for Shohei.
Fastball away, fastball in, takes, and then boom. Maldonado goes down swinging for the third out. The Angels get on the board, and guess who? Number 17 does it again.
3 home runs on the season with 6 RBI. You talk about a baseball jumping off a bat. That's what happened.
Well, there's going to be plenty of 27 and 17 jerseys all over this ballpark already.
Yes.
Will continue as the season progresses if he keeps this thing up. Thing is, you remember when Trouty came up and all the hype and everything. Every time he did something, especially from our vantage point, all we would get is the guys next door, TV booth, looking over in amazement of everything that he could do, whether it was running out an infield base hit or a home run or whatever. Take the grand slam off Chris Sale on a changeup that almost, he used a 2-iron on.
That was a 3-2 pitch,
yeah.
too.
And all of a sudden, just when you think as an organization you're graced with this incredibly talented player, here comes Shohei Ohtani, yet another one. And now you're getting that reaction again. I mean, we look next door, Kuiper and Foster like just shaking their heads like this is crazy.
I mean, it's an amazing energy level here now. And all around, nationally and globally around, baseball fans, sports fans in general, or just casual fans to see what he's doing. I mean, that baseball was crushed the center field.
The thing of it is like the fluidity of that swing. It's just, you get young guys that come to the big leagues and they're trying to hack. I mean, really lift and separate. It's such a fluid swing. That ball just jumps off that bat. Now we've seen a little bit of it now as to why all 30 teams were interested in Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah. Yes. And there was conversation before even going down to spring training. Everyone was thinking the fact that he was a better hitter than pitcher. Well, I don't know if that's the case. Both are very impressive at this moment.
Chapman watches one out to right center field. Drifting back on it is Trout. And this one's going to stay in the ballpark. One down. Let's go back and take a look at that swing by Show. The bottom of the second.
I mean, this is after a fastball in. There's like zero wasted energy at all. The eyes and head completely still.
To me, if you're a young hitter, just go back and just rewind that and just watch the eyes, the tracking of the baseball all the way to the barrel.
And one thing, when he had that higher leg kick in spring, there was movement in the eyes and the head. Now, Mike Socha even said today he may go back to the high leg kick at some point again. We don't know that. Although I wouldn't change anything right now. He's locked in. And really the important thing when you think about it in this game, if Noe can put up a 0 here, granted you're still down by 5, but all of a sudden that energy he created with that home run, it's going to help everybody in this lineup. And you know those guys, the Trouts, the Pujols, the Uptons, the Calhouns, are going to get hot. And it could happen in this game.
1-2. Lucroy had a double into the left field corner of the second, so he's 1 for 1. Good off speed pitch, got him to roll over, pulls a foul. One and two. It's up the count. Piscotty on deck. This was a little soft fly to the Kozar, 2 down. So 2 outs, and here's Stephen Piscotty, who had a sacrifice fly in the second. Picking up his 4th run batted in. Just off the plate. One run in the first inning, 5 in the second for Oakland against Parker Bridwell. Two balls, 1 strike.
20 pitches thrown for Noe so far.
Two balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Chopper over to Valbuena. 1-2-3 inning for Noe Ramirez. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. The Angels have the top of their order coming up, down 6-1. deal more than a great deal on all new Hyundai vehicles. See your Hyundai dealer today. By Jack in the Box, try the new Brunchfest Country Scrambler Plate with Jimmy Dean sausage links, only at Jack in the Box. And by your Southern California Cadillac dealers. Top of the order for the Halos here in the bottom of the third. Angels down 6-1. The one off the bat of Shohei Ohtani. It's over to 3 straight games. Have to get some confirmation, but Shohei, the first American League player to homer in 3 straight games in the same season that he started a game as a pitcher since Babe did it. He did it for 5 seasons though, starting 1918. 2-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Cozart was hit by a pitch. The first inning, so no official AB for him.
Again, I still go back that 1-0 pitch, up and in on him. Stay right back at a fastball away, out of the ballpark.
Pulled toward third. Chapman's got it to the back end. 1 down. Here comes Trout.
Now it's time for the Kia drive to success with Mike Trout coming to the plate. He's had a lot of success at home here versus the Oakland A's. He's got an 18-game home start hit streak against this Oakland club. Angels record for a record like that at home as far as a hit streak, 22 by Vlad, the other person wearing number 27 besides Mike Trout, on his way to the Hall of Fame.
That's out toward right field. Moving back on it is Piscotty. 2 down. Trout twice. He's hit him 1 out to Steven. Here comes Upton.
He's slightly on the hand on that swing. You know he's going to get locked in real soon. First ball he hit very well out the right field.
Upton struck out at the first. Just caught the corner. Blake Wood getting ready. Noah's gone an inning in the third.
That pitching depth is going to be tested again today. That's one thing Billy Upper has talked about. He's very confident in that ability to have that depth in not only the bullpen but also in the starting staff.
Shot by Noah, inning in the third. 1 hit, 1 strikeout. 2-2 now. Full count.
And that's one of those pitches right there for Justin Upton. As he walks out of that batter's box, he knew he had a pitch to drive. And it's all about timing. Once he gets locked in, that pitch is going over the fence. .35 of them last year.
And he'll go down swinging for the second time. The Angels down in order here in the third. We'll head to the 4th inning. And it's a 6-1 Oakland lead. Superstars Friday starting this June. It starts the fourth with a new man on the mound. That's Blake Wood taking over for Noe Ramirez. 6-1 Oakland. This will be his 6th game already. This is the Angels' 8th. That's a lot of appearances.
Yes.
Of course, everybody pitched on Wednesday. Blake in that one with 1 inning with 1 strikeout, 1 walk.
That bullpen was absolutely outstanding. That victory, that 13-inning win, 8 1/3, just 2 hits allowed, 9 strikeouts, 0 runs. And that's against a very good Cleveland Indian club.
Ended up throwing 20 pitches in that inning of relief on Wednesday. He's going to get 9-1 and 2 here in the 4th. Powell, Joyce, and Simeon. Powell with an infield base hit in the 2nd. Scored one of the 5 runs. Shoots this one toward the hole. Another base hit. Powell came in with 2 for 20 on the year. He's got 2 hits tonight.
And an inside-out swing again. Just like the last one was on a break ball, this on a fastball. Talk about letting the baseball travel deep in the strike zone. That's exactly what Powell did on that one.
Matt Joyce 1 for 2. Grounded out in the 1st. 2-run home run in the 2nd. 9 hits now for Oakland.
Oakland coming in as a team hitting 258. The Angels 259.
Neither team has really run a whole lot. Oakland with just 2 stolen bases. The Angels with 1. That was Trout. Stolen base of 3rd up in Oakland. Wood has fallen behind here 2-0.
Prior to that swing, Matt Joyce has been pretty patient. Remember up in Oakland, he was swinging at the first pitch almost every at bat. So far in all 3 at bats, he's been in pretty good hitters counts.
Three balls, 1 strike. Marcus Simeon on deck. Leadoff single for Boog Powell. Noe Ramirez gave up a hit to Chris Davis. First batter he faced in the 2nd, but then retired. Then it's 4. Oh, they got it picked off. Nice move by Blake Wood. Got him. You always talk, Gooby, so much about hold the baseball, and he held it just long enough and then turned to third to first.
And that's the thing, if you can do that, it's not an easy thing to do as a pitcher, to have that patience, and right away, as soon as he starts to go, he's able to throw over the first. But hold the ball, the best way to negate a running game. Ricky Henderson himself said that's the hardest thing he tried to do and accomplish, was trying to steal a base against a pitcher that could hold the baseball.
3-2. Joy strikes out, 2 outs. And that's when you love a play like that, to turn things around for you. Give up a leadoff base hit, and then you fall behind on the next hitter. You get to 2 strikes, and all of a sudden you get a pickoff and a strikeout.
Especially with a hitter the last at bat hit a home run, and he was in a pretty good count to begin with throughout that entire at bat. Helping yourself out on the mound, that's important as a pitcher. It's something the Angels have done real well as far as pickoffs. Think about the last couple of seasons, 35 pickoffs, most in Major League Baseball. Cincinnati right behind with 32, the Chicago Cubs with 31.
Unlike many things in professional sports, I think that's something that's a learned trait. I think if you work on it enough, footwork and otherwise, and releasing, quick release,
yeah,
you can definitely get really good at it. Especially if you're able to,
you got to practice.
Being able to hold the baseball is the hardest thing in the world. It seems like an eternity.
I've told you that story many times. It was the hardest thing I could do, was holding the baseball in the stretch position. I just try to be quicker to the plate, give my catcher a chance. Remember, we used to spell out UCLA. I mean, when you think about UCLA, that's pretty long. I'm gone.
You go already thrown on them.
Yeah. I just went the U.
Yeah. You go.
Went from UCLA just to the U.
Out towards center field, off the end of the bat. Not moving over. He was shading Sumi the opposite way. So Wood eventually faces just a minimum 3 guys. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 6-1 Oakland. Will receive an Argyle blanket courtesy of Thermador while supplies last. For more information on that blanket, just go to angels.com. Angel Gossett, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, 1 hit allowed. That was a home run to Ohtani. We'll start at the bottom of the 4th, facing Pujols, Calhoun, and Simmons. Gossett to 51 pitches, 27 for strikes.
So still, he's been inconsistent in the strike zone. He's put up some pretty decent numbers so far. Just 1 hit allowed.
Is this where we get into talking about effectively wild?
Well, you come from somebody who once walked 120 guys in a season. Well, yeah, I know that feeling.
2-0. 3-0.
Sometimes hitters get a little impatient. They're looking for a zone. And Gossett's thrown a lot of non-strikes so far, especially getting some swings on non-strikes.
Albert walked in the 1st.
And if he goes with his normal pattern after that fastball, trying to bounce a breaking ball more than likely. fastball, middle of the plate again. Albert looked like he might have been looking off speed, late on it. One thing about Jonathan Lucroy behind the plate, he's a very smart catcher.
3-2. Chopper toward the hole. Chapman can't get it. Neither could Simmons. A seeing-eye single. And Alvarez has picked up career hit number 2,976.
And the giveaway ends up being perfect. We're closer and closer to 3,000.
You can work the countdown.
Yes. 24 away. Not easy to get it by Chapman at third base. El Toro product from high school. Nolan Arenado also went to El Toro High School, so a pretty good third baseman. Not very good baseball program in El Toro.
Cole grounded out his first time up, jumped on the first pitch. That ended the first.
Once again, the shift on against Cole. He had a pretty good shot right back up the middle. That was fielded at that point by Jed Lowry. Now Marcus Semien in that position, especially with the man on first now.
Hey, first row in the upper tank, making the catch over the railing. Nice. Brought the glove. No balls, 2 strikes. Andrelton Simmons on deck. Pujols, the leadoff single. He stands at first.
Certainly an opportunity for Cole to let a baseball travel a little bit deeper, especially behind an account. You're just trying to make contact. Just punch a ball right down that third base line.
Ground, there it is. Perfect. One fastball away. And with that shift, the Angels have 2 on with nobody out.
That's a perfect piece of hitting there by Cole. You talk about not trying to do too much, shorten up your swing, making contact, and realizing there's no one on that side of the field. The sole purpose he was trying to do. You can see even where his head and his eyes were located to try to do that. Perfect swing by Cole. That's a good feeling when you're on the mound and you hit a ground ball right there. There's no one even the same area code.
Simmons 0 for 1. He grounded out to Jed Lowry. The second inning. Pujols at second. Calhoun at first. 6-1 Oakland. We're in the 4th. That's driven out toward left field. Matt Joyce not going to get there. One hops over the fence. A ground rule double. Pujols will score. Calhoun to third. Simba to second. It's 6-2 and still nobody out. 6th RBI of the season for Andrelton Simmons.
And once again, with a runner in scoring position, it hit 320 last season with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here. 6th RBI of the season, 2nd double so far this season for Simba. They stay back on that baseball well, looking for a pitch up, the drive, especially with runners in scoring position. Ground rule double for Simmons.
Now Boynton fly ball to left field in the second. Lays off, thought about it. Double by Andrelton, 2nd of the year. He's at second base. Calhoun over at third. 3 consecutive hits to open up the 4th.
Slow curveball. That's the type of pitch you're looking for if you're Luis Valbuena to drive in the air.
One-one. Line towards center field. Off the glove of Simeon. Calhoun will score. Simmons being waved around. The throw to the plate. Not in time. Valbuena takes second. 6-4 Oakland.
Some great base running, aggressive base running. Another great job by Dino Evil sending Anderson Simmons home. And a well-hit baseball by Valbuena up the middle. All of a sudden, we got ourselves a ball game now. That's his heads-up base running too by Valbuena to get in scoring position himself. Stays back on this low pitch, lines it one hopper towards the middle off the glove of Marcus Simeon. And then a great base running by Anderson Simmons. That speed, the strides he has, and Luis Valbuena. The job done. Base hit on that one.
Here's Shohei Ohtani, homer to center field in the second inning. Shoots this one down the left field line, slicing away from Joyce, and it goes foul.
That ball somehow got down around that foul pole. This place would have went nuts. Pretty much is as it is when he walked up to the plate for Shohei Ohtani.
Valbuena standing at second. Here's the 0-1. It's down low.
And he's doing a real good job when he's pitched inside. He's tracking the baseball.
Valbuena, by the way, gets credited with 2 runs batted in that single. Took second on the throw to the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. 4 straight hits for the Angels. Action in the Oakland pen. One. Breaking ball, drops in there, 1-2.
Pretty tough pitch. Certainly a pitcher's pitch. Backdoor curveball. This is pretty cool to watch that every time he comes to the plate. People taking photos of Shohei Ohtani.
Gibby, look down the left field line. They're on their feet.
Yes.
Down the right field line as well.
It's amazing.
It's the 4th inning of the 8th game of the year. The 4th inning of the 8th game, and they're on their feet. See Shohei Ohtani, see what he can do here. One swing of the bat. This game's tied. This place will erupt. Breaks his bat, looping out to center field.
Got that fastball in on him that time.
Wonder Boy's barrel ends up at second base.
Take a look at a pitch by pitch here by Gossett against Shohei. Fastball, that's his pitch. A drive, he just got underneath that one, and an overthrown fastball. We've seen a lot of those. Curveball, backdoor. Break a ball inside part of the plate, tried to pull it, and then he runs a fastball that's off the plate at 94. Four-seam fastball, jammed him.
Gossett is taken out of the game with 1 out here in the 4th inning. With Martin Maldonado coming to the plate. Didn't this happen the last time too, right?
It's pretty surprising, especially when you made a pitch like that to a very hot hitter.
Yusmeiro Petit on in relief. We're in the 4th inning. Hale's down 2. Gossett done after 70 pitches, 3 1/3. 5 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned. 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Also hit a batter, and he's responsible for Valbuena standing at second as Yusmeiro Petit takes over on the bump. Former Angel pitching in his 5th game, no record. 2.08 ERA through 4 1/3.
Yeah, fastball is not overpowering, but he spots it very well. 87 to 90 range. Slider, curve, and very good changeup.
Maldonado rips one out to left field. That's a base hit. Valbuena's going to come in to score. Maldonado with the RBI single. The Angels down 1. Close the book on Daniel Gossett.
Nice piece of hitting there by Martin Maldonado, picking up his 2nd RBI of the season. Again, the fastball off the plate. Generally doesn't throw many on the dish. Looking out over the plate. Caught him a number of times last year. The most difficult thing to do as a pitcher is face your former battery man. He was looking away, got it, hooked it down the line for an RBI single.
There's Zach Cozart showing bunt. Bunts one up the third base line. Petit off balance throw gets Cozart for out number 2.
Not a bad idea. If he gets it by Petit, he's got a shot at it, especially with Trout coming to the plate.
Turned out to be a pretty good pitch by Petit. Running it up a little bit up and in on him.
Generally, that's when you try to, in a bunt situation, sacrifice button, you always try to throw a fastball up and in to be able to get that type of result. But to even get that bunt down on the ground was pretty impressive. Boy, Trout in his last 50 games versus Oakland, 374 batting average with 50 runs scored. Chance to tie it up or give the Angels the lead.
He's hit a fly ball out to Piscotty twice, 0 for 2 so far.
Ortiz looking around like, really? Saw that a lot last year wearing the Angel uniform for Yusmeiro Petit, paint the corner. Every bit as valuable as anybody on the team last year coming out of the bullpen for the Angels.
One ball, 2 strikes. One, two. He went around the breaking ball. Woodcore goes down to first. Strikeout is completed, but the Angels answer back. They drop a 4 spot here in the 4th inning. They started with 4 consecutive hits. And you knew it was going to be a game at some point, right, Gooby?
Oh, there's no doubt that big home run by Ohtani set the stage, and some good swings. Down only by 1.
Finisher medal and 2 ticket vouchers good for select 2018 Angels home games. Register today at angels.com/5K. It's the top of the 5th, and it's a 6-5 game. Cam Bedrosian on in relief of Blake Wood, who went 1 inning, gave up a hit, struck out a man. This will be Cam's 5th game of the year. No record, 2 2/3 innings, 1 earned run. He gets to face 3, 4, and 5. Lowry, Davis, and Olson for Oakland. Jed Lowry 2 for 2. Homer in the 1st inning, singled in the 2nd.
Couple fastballs from Cam Bedrosian. 90, 92. And one thing you want to look for from Cam is that ability, once he's ahead of the count, through that slider to get a swing and miss. Not a slider that's going to be in the strike zone, one that's not a strike that gets a hit or the chase. A shift on here. Ran that little 93-mile-an-hour fastball just off the outside corner. Pretty good movement on the pitch, though, from Cam Bedrosian.
1-2. Hard breaking ball, misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball strike 3, got him. 1 down.
Talk about painting a fastball. Pretty good take the pitch before, a hard slider down and in. And Lowry's already had a big game for Oakland, but it's not able to pull the trigger on that fastball away at 92.
Chris Davis grounded out of the 1st inning, singled in the 2nd, so he's 1 for 2.
You can see right there that Chris Davis was looking for a fastball. Instead, got a breaking ball in the strike zone from Cam Bedrosian.
Ball and strike. 6 runs, 9 hits, 2 left on for Oakland. 5 runs, 6 hits, 3 left on for the Angels. The pitch just enough away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Parker Bridwell getting the start tonight for Matt Shoemaker's on the DL. Andrew Heaney started his rehab for the 66ers tonight. 5 innings, no hits, no runs, a 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, 62 pitches, 44 strikes. Inland Empire up 2-0. Full count.
Charles Nagy just wants to see him get through this start healthy, see how he feels the next day. More than likely you're going to see him in the rotation, possibly as of early as April 12th, if not a day or so sooner.
Olson's on deck. 3-2. Came right after him with a fastball. You mentioned earlier that the Angels, barring any setbacks in the next couple of days, should get Ian Kinsler back. early next week. Kessler played one game in Oakland. Was placed on the DL a week ago tomorrow. There's Ian. Wonder what that response will be in Texas as he shows up wearing the Angels uni. Davis shoots one out to right field. This will take Cole back onto the warning track, and he'll make the catch. 2 down.
Hit well, but tracked down by Cole Calhoun. Now it's time for Tools of the Trade. Brought to you by Ram Trucks. The adjustment for Matt Olson. See where his hands were back in 2016 as compared to last season, out over the plate. And the difference where the bat, he's got the tilt there straight up and down, and then he's able to get through the baseball much more consistently last season. Great power for 24 home runs. Matt Olson, dangerous hitter here.
On the corner.
You have to be super strong and quick with that bat speed. When your hands are out there and you bring them in, and then you're still able to cover the outside part of the plate. See those numbers last year, less than 8 at-bats per home run. Home run every 7.9 at-bats last season.
First round pick in 2012 out of high school in Georgia. One. He shoots this one out to left field. A 2-out base hit. Upton over to cut it off. Does so. Gets it back in quickly. That's a good piece of hitting.
Yeah, we just talked about how quick he must be. That's a pretty good pitch. The target was set low. Maldonado was really down to make sure that target was set low. You see with that leg situated, he hits the target, but he stays back on that one well and lines that ball to left center field. Real good piece of hitting. Talk about that bat straight up and then through the baseball, lines it left center field.
Jabbing at the plate. He's 1 for 2. That's the pitch you worry about a little bit there.
Yeah, that's the one that spins back right into a right-handed swing path, especially one with power like Matt Chapman. And he's been hot this season swinging the bat very well for Oakland.
Oh, 2.
It's almost as if Martin was going to back pick because he almost took that out of the strike zone. It was in the strike zone, the pitch. You don't get that call that often when you start standing up as a catcher, but that's the upper part of the strike zone at 91.
One, 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's when you know you're swinging the bat well, seeing the baseball well. Chapman does not chase that hard breaking ball. When you're struggling, you chase that pitch.
Two-out single for Olson. Stands at first base. This will be the 20th pitch thrown by Bedrosian. Another full count. So that means Olsen will take off with the pitch here. Driven out to center field. Trout will watch this one go, and Oakland extends its lead. Bedrosian on a 3-2 pitch right over the heart of the plate. Chapman hits his third home run of the year, and it's 9-5. Pardon me, 8-5.
Again, you have a hitter that's swinging the bat exceptionally well, not chasing breaking balls. You have to be perfect with your location. And Cam misses location. That's right down the heart of the plate. Chapman is off to a tremendous start. Third home run.
2 quick outs, then back-to-back hits. Just like that, that one run deficit is back to 3. Fourth home run of the game for Oakland. They came in with 5 as a team through the first 8 games. Bridwell gave up 3. Ball and a strike. Jonathan Lucroy's 1 for 2. He doubled back in the second, line down in the third.
Lucroy didn't like that call. Upper part of the strike zone, breaking ball. Though against Lucroy, it's a pretty tough pitch because he can drive that to right center field. He's got a short, compact swing.
Ground ball under the glove. Cozart is there to the backhand. That'll do it. But unfortunately, back-to-back hits, including the home run. And the Angels now down 8-5 as we hit at the bottom of the 5th. Wherever you go. Presented by T-Mobile. Upton, Pujols, Calhoun, 3-4-5 for the Angels here in the 5th. Yasmero Petit back down on the mound. 8-5 Oakland. Upton's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Ground ball toward the hole, and that'll sneak through. And that's how the 4th inning started. The exact same way. A seeing eye base hit by Albert Pujols started that 4-run 4th. See if this one gets things started here in the 5th.
That's what you need as a hitter, trying to get that swing together. Upton, after 2 strikeouts, finds that hole between short and third.
Fair enough to say with a guy like Ismero Petit, perhaps like a Josh Tomlin, you want to look up the middle away.
Yes, you have
just
to.
Go to right center if you're a right-handed batter.
Yep, and you can drive the ball because it's generally going to be elevated at least thigh high. If you try to pull it, then it's going to be a ground ball. And he can paint the outside corner as well as anybody. Doesn't throw inside a whole lot because he knows if his fastball drifts out over the plate, it's got a chance to go a long way against him. So he's better going to use the bigger part of the ballpark.
Albert's been on board twice. That's a mistake pitch.
Yeah, that's a cutter that would end up right in the middle of the plate.
Albert walked the 1st, singled and scored in the 4th. Ground ball through the left side. A 2-hit game for Albert. The Halos opened up the 4th inning with 4 straight hits. They've got 2 to start the 5th.
That's a real good swing for Albert. Now that's 23 hits away from 3,000. He's using that lower part of his body much better on that swing. He lines that base hit. The drive towards the plate, this is a short stride forward, but using that leverage, lower part of his body to line that through the hole.
Cole 1 for 2, shot a base hit through the left side. Chapman will stay at home near 3rd. Upton at 2nd, Pujols at 1st. One 0 count. Off speed pitch just off the plate, but called a strike.
That's a good changeup that Petit has. Started in the strike zone, ran off the corner, but got the call.
Clutch reliever for the Angels last year, parlayed it into his 1st multi-year contract of his big league career, a 2-year deal with an option for a 3rd year. Signed this offseason with Oakland. And he's out toward right field, got jammed. Piscotty has to go back on and makes the catch. Upton will tag and head to 3rd. There's the 1st out.
Good base running there by Justin Upton. Long fly to right, able to tag up. Right back to the base. Soon that ball's hit, goes back, realizing he's got a chance to get to 3rd base. Cruises in. Especially with a 3-run lead for Oakland, you're not going to try to make that long throw in. You're going to keep that double play in order and just make that throw to 2nd.
Andrelton Simmons 1 for 2, an RBI double with a run scored to the 4th. Sits safely in all 8 games the Angels have played in this year.
between Chapman and Simmons, two of the hottest hitters in baseball, playing in this game tonight. Both swing the bat very well.
Little flare out toward right center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Upton is going to come in to score an RBI single for Andrelton Simmons. And the Angels get one of those runs back. It's 8-6.
Take a look at our We Make It Easy by Toyota once again with a runner in scoring position. This calm through the baseball. And he does make it look easy with another base hit with a runner in a scoring position. We make it easy, Toyota. Andrelton Simmons picking up another RBI with a runner in a scoring position, picking up another hit. He's only down by 2.
Luis Valbuena coming to the plate. Luis smoked one up the middle off the glove of Simeon in the 4th inning. 2 RBI single, and also scored a run.
Boy, the Angels with only 1 hit for the first 3 innings of the game. Since that point, 8 hits in the last 2 innings. I should say inning and a third.
Pujols the base runner at second. Simmons at first. Speed first pitch. Could rip it down, but no balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, that was his pitch. Especially that's a pitch he can drive to left center field a long way.
Ohtani is on deck. 1 run in on 3 hits thus far here in the 5th. Ground ball off the leg. Ricochets toward Chapman. Valbuena is going to sniff out an infield base hit. They're loaded up for Shohei. Gooby, believe it or not, this will be the first true plate appearance, unless barring a wild pitch here, that the Angels will record with the bases loaded this year as a team.
That's amazing.
Crazy.
Bob Melvin going to the bullpen.
Well, they're calling that an error. So no base hit for Luis Valbuena, but they're loaded up regardless. Pitching change. We are in the 5th. 8-6 Oakland. Shohei Ohtani trying to get as much of a scouting report as he can on Liam Hendricks, the new pitcher on for the Oakland Athletics, the right-hander. Australian will be coming on for the third time this year for Oakland. No record of 5.40 ERA, 1 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk. Hendricks takes over for Petit. He does so with Pujols standing at third, Simmons at second, Valbuena at first base.
Hendricks has that power fastball. He's 92 to 97 curve slider change. When you think about it against left-handed batters, going over scouting reports last season alone, over 90% of the time, the first pitch you threw to a left-handed batter was a fastball.
On their feet here at the Big A. We're at the bottom of the fifth, 8-6 Athletics. Ohtani 1 for 2. 1 ball, no strikes.
Fastball well off the inside corner again, taken very well by Ohtani. And still over 80% of the time, he will come back with a 1-0 fastball versus a left-handed batter.
Show homered in the second. And a fly ball at center field in the fourth, shattering his bat. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well off the plate. One danger if you're a pitcher, you throw a fastball in, if it drifts out over the plate, Ohtani could pick up his first career grand slam. Never hit one in Japan.
Here's the 2-0. Breaking ball, 3 balls and no strikes.
That's pretty good take. He was roaring looking fastball.
And amazing that as crazy as this crowd gets between pitches as Hendrick delivers a pitch.
What game is it?
There was a hush
What
here
game
in this
is this of
ballpark.
the season?
Game number 8.
Green light. Gotta believe he's got it.
Down by 2. 1 out. Bases loaded. 3-0 pitch. And he walked him. He'll pick up an RBI. It's a 1-run game.
It looked as if he was not committed to throw him a strike. He was going to try to challenge him, hope that he was going to be aggressive and swing at a non-strike off the plate in. He was willing to give up a walk there, even potentially hit him.
That run gets charged to Yusmeiro Petit. He's still responsible for the other 2 guys on base. He was also charged with an error or 2 on the ground ball that Valbuena hit.
Back to a 1-run game again.
1-run game. He picks up the RBI on the walk and they boo.
That's when you know you're pretty good.
Yeah, Shohei mania very much alive here in Southern California. Simmons at third. He's the tying run. Valbuena at second. Maldonado at the plate. Here's the first one. Takes a fastball down the pipe. Martin with an RBI single in the 4th inning. This was once a 6-0 Oakland lead. A 4-run 4th inning made it 6-5. A 2-run home run by Chapman made it 8-5, and the Angels have scored 2 thus far here in the 5th. Oh, 1. Breaking ball. Went chasing after it.
A little aggressive, but the one thing we've seen over year plus for Martin Maldonado wearing that Angel uniform, when 2 strikes, he will shorten up that swing and try to punch that ball to right center field. Bases loaded. So good speed out there on the base, especially on the corner bases. Ohtani with a great stride, a gapper. Be fun to watch him run here.
Cozart on deck. Lucroy sets up outside. It's a breaking ball in the dirt. Nice block by the A's catcher.
I think that was a very good pickup by Oakland, picking up Jonathan Lucroy. Very solid defender, very good hitter. Late signing for Oakland. Albert Pujols, 2 hits tonight.
Now the 1-2. Breaking ball, ground ball, slowly hit toward third. Chapman's got it, touches the base across the diamond, and there is an inning-ending double play. So the Angels pick up the 2 that were given up at the top of the inning, but still down 8-7 as we head to the 6th inning. The house brought to you by Jerome's.
The sweets. Been
Oh,
up there a
yeah.
few times. Great view, great food.
Jose Alvarez on the mound. Gooby, what do you got on Jose?
Well, I'll tell you what, his fastball has been very, very good. The fans will be looking up in those beautiful sweet seats. Fastball, well, I think when Jose uses that fastball, very, very good as far as 90, 92, 93 range. The break ball and changeup. But he can get that fastball, that sneaky fastball by hitters when he doesn't rely necessarily on his off-speed pitch. I think it's important for him to establish that and then expand the strike zone. Threw the ball very, very well in spring. Second half of the season was very effective for the Angels out of the bullpen also.
Well, here in the 6th inning, he's going to face 8, 9, and 1. Piscotty, Powell, and Joyce. Pitched on Wednesday, 1/3 of an inning. Faced one batter and picked up a strikeout. Piscotty looks at a strike. Piscotty with a sacrifice fly in the 2nd, picking up his 4th run batted in of the year. And he grounded out to Valbuena to end the 3rd. Oh, nice job.
Talk about fielding your position.
And then spiking it in return.
Well, allowing your first baseman to field his position also.
He may have jumped just a little bit too soon, but it comes down with it. Thankfully, otherwise that's an infield base hit.
Scotty runs well. Pretty good hops there for Jose Alvarez. Didn't quite follow through on the delivery over the first though. But the intent was there.
Overhand though.
Yep.
It's the little things in life. Luke Powell, 2 for 2, 2 singles.
Oh, pitchers.
I'll be honest with you. When I got converted in the minor leagues to a closer, I hated throwing to first. Hated it.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed it. I used to make them run down the line a little bit further before I threw it. Because I knew they were always big fans of me to begin with. Always saying such nice things to me.
Foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bill Latchman, my minor league manager, is really thrilled about my inabilities. Or
yeah, I'm sure
he's
not a stickler about those things, is he?
Still great to see him.
Yes.
Spring training with the shin guards on.
Yes.
Still got the shinies on. 1-2 count on Powell.
Well, he's pretty funny. I had a number of conversations with him down in spring training in Tempe. So you might have a little fun talking about this team this year. Yeah, I think so.
Calhoun come into this game 2 for 20 on the season. He's picked up those 2 knocks and 2 of the 11 hits for Oakland. The Angels with 9.
Both of those hits letting the baseball travel deep in the strike zone and punching it between short and third.
Yeah, those last 2 swings there, the same thing.
Yeah. So often we hear about hitters with their launch angle, not worried about strikeout, trying to lift the ball in the air. Well, Powell's just going just the opposite. He's trying to make sure he's making contact and hit it to that left side of the infield if it's away.
There's only 2 games going on. The Yankees hosting the Orioles. They're in the 14th inning.
That's East Coast time too,
yeah,
right?
3-3 game. Of course, this one. That's a called strike 3. Down goes Powell, 2 down.
That's exactly what we talked about, Victor. That fastball he has, 93 right on the outside corner.
Hey, coming up in the 7th inning, stay tuned for the Arco game break with Patrick O'Neill, Jose Mota, and Tim Salmon. So 2 quick outs. Top of the order now, Matt Joyce. The Angels in the bottom of the 6th will have the top of its order coming up, and Cozart, Trout, and Upton. Just missed a little bit low. Cleveland beat Kansas City in their home opener today 3-2. Toronto defeated Texas 8-5 in Arlington. San Diego 4-1 winners over the Astros at Minute Maid. 2 balls, no strikes. Brewers over the Cubs 5-4. Pittsburgh all over Cincinnati 14-3. And then Atlanta leading the majors in runs scored. 8-3 winners today against the Rockies in Colorado. And then of course the Dodgers and Giants postponed in the Bay Area.
Doesn't happen often, a rain out up there in San Francisco.
The other thing that hasn't happened often, it's a Friday night, and it's a short schedule in Major League Baseball. When was the last time that happened?
We saw a couple Sunday teams were off on Easter Sunday. The new CBA, 4 extra added off days during the regular season.
Two 1. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two now. Play. That'll keep you from looking out over the plate. Marcus Semien, shortstop on deck. Now the payoff. He walked him. A 2-out walk. 2-out base hit to Matt Olson against Cam Bedrosian in the 5th, extended that inning, which led to eventual home run by Chapman.
Always got to be careful with that first pitch fastball. Marcus Semien, he's got real good power on a fastball, especially on the inner half.
Off-speed pitch and a good one.
It's a real good changeup. And because of that changeup, low 80s, late on a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, almost the exact same location. It's pitching there for Jose Alvarez.
Oh, 2. Kind of a chase, a little dribbler toward first. Albert gloves it. That's a fair ball.
What a play by
Nice
Albert.
play by Albert Pujols.
Smart play by the two-time Gold Glove winner. Albert Pujols takes that angle away. If he lets that roll, it's going to go foul. Instead, he fields it, finishes off the inning. Trout coming up after Kozar.
Southern California Toyota dealers.
It's the bottom of the 6th inning. The Angels down, and they'll face another reliever for Oakland. It's 8-7 Athletics. Top of the order coming up. Emilio Pagan takes over on the mound for Liam Hendricks. 5th game for Pagan. No record of 3.38 ERA. 5 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk thus far. Kozar, Trout, and Upton for the Angels here in the 6th. Zach Kozar hit by a pitch in the first. He's grounded out twice since then, so he's 0 for 2.
Got a pretty good fastball. We've seen that in the past 92, 96 range. A hard slider and changeup.
To an 0.
That hard slider off the plate.
Pagan coming over to Oakland from Seattle in the offseason. Ryan Healy, the first baseman, third baseman, going over to Seattle. Emilio originally a 10th round pick in 2013 by Seattle. Belmont Abbey College in Belmont, North Carolina. He's a South Carolina native. 2-0 on the corner.
Could have been easily caught a ball off the outside part of the plate, but good take there for Kozar. Especially on the 2-0 count, you're looking to drive the ball. That's perfect spot for Pagan.
Rip foul. 2-2. Third game that Pagan has pitched against the Angels this year. He's gone 3 innings, allowed 2 runs on 4 hits overall. Cozart 0 for 1. 2-2. Chopper towards short. Simmons comes in. Low throw. Also looked like it maybe came off the base. He's got those long legs, so maybe he's able to keep that foot on there.
It's a pretty good scoop. That's a
No
tough
doubt.
scoop. We highlighted him on the defensive end. He's been pretty solid for him at first base. That low throw, the short hop. He's able to keep that foot on the base. That's not an easy play. A good play by Olson.
So here's Trout. Mike hitless. 0 for 3. Driven down the left field line toward the foul pole, and it goes just foul.
Wow, that ball is way back here in the stands.
Right size, wrong shape. This one in on the hands, out toward right center field. Not very deep. Powell calling for it. 2 down.
The work they didn't jam him once again.
Upton singled his last time up, starting off the 5th inning. He's 1 for 3.
It's that sharp slider. Real good location for Pagan.
Oh, 1.
One thing about Pagan, he's got a good fastball, but it's a relatively straight 4-seam fastball. Out over the plate could be the pitch where Upton can drive it.
Foul back.
Like that. Pitch right there, just missed it.
One ball, 2 strikes. That's out toward center field. Powell on his horse, racing back. It's turned around. It's over his head. Off the wall, and Justin's on his way to second. 2-out double, the tying run in scoring position for Pujols.
At 44 doubles, last season career high for Justin Upton. Picks up a 2nd double this season in scoring position, representing the tying run with Albert Pujols at the dish. And again, fastball out over the plate. He stayed back on that one well. You talk about a missile right out the center field. Getting that timing, back-to-back at-bats for Justin Upton.
Albert on board 3 times with a walk and 2 hits. He has scored 2 runs. 23 hits shy of 3,000 now. Albert 0 for 2 in his career against Pagan. Upton, by the way, is now 3 for 3 in his career against Pagan. Big lead for Justin at second base.
Good take there by Albert. Again, a ton of room in that right side is going to potentially walk Albert. 2 hits, 2 walks in the game for Pujols. Melvin going down to the bullpen to bring the lefty versus Cole Calhoun.
So we got ourselves a pitching change yet again here in the 6th inning. Couple of men on and 2 outs. Buckner's on in relief. Halo's down 1. App, customize your experience to catch every moment this season. Get Angels home screen icons and features such as the MLB.TV game of the day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, live radio broadcast stats, news, and more. Download MLB at Bat today. Ryan Buckner on in relief. This will be his 5th game in relief for Oakland. No record, no ERA, 4 innings, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. He'll come on with 2 men on. It's Upton at second, Pujols at first. Cole Calhoun stepping up to the plate.
And Buckner definitely has a firm fastball, 90-96, curveball and slider.
Cole 1 for 3 tonight. Single with a run scored in the 4th inning. 0 for 2 in his career against Buckner. Breaking ball for a strike.
Career 246 hitter versus left-handed pitching for Cole.
Oh, what? Pulled toward first. Olsen has it to the backhand. But taking himself, the Angels will leave a couple of men on base. 6 complete here at the Big A, 8-7 Oakland. Lowry, Davis, and Olsen, 3, 4, 5 for the A's. As they work the scoreless 6th inning. 1 strikeout, 1 walk. 11 hits for both sides. Lowry got the scoring started in the first. A 2-out home run solo shot off Parker Bridwell. 2 for 3 overall.
That was a good fastball from Alvarez.
Driven down the right field line. Cole toward the corner. This one slicing and just foul.
In these corners, you never know here at the Big A.
Didn't Lowry hit one? Was it off Houston Street? Right,
yes.
When he was with the Astros?
Yes.
Was it? Right down there, right?
Sunday afternoon game.
Yeah. It was a big Astros comeback. The 0-2. Fell back. Lowry last year 49 doubles, set an Oakland A's record. Second in athletics history. Al Simmons 52 back in 1926. Also out towards center and on the hands just enough. 1 down.
Rick Sosha going down to the bullpen now.
Nice outing for Jose Alvarez. Inning in a third. The big veteran Jim Johnson on in relief. Pitching change. 8-7 Oakland.
Andrew Heaney very impressive in his start down in the Inland Empire. 6 in the third. His 2 hits allowed, 1 run, 1 walk, 6 punch outs, 87 pitches thrown. He had 6 starts over the last 2 seasons combined, but looks like he'll be in line potentially to start for the Angels April 12th or at least around that time. Very good outing here tonight for Andrew Heaney.
Jim Johnson on in relief. This will be his 4th game, or he's gone 4 games, I should say. Last pitched on Wednesday against Cleveland. 1 inning, 1 strikeout, faced 3 batters and threw 10 pitches. He'll face Chris Davis, the A's DH. First one just off the plate. Davis 1 for 3. Had a base hit in the 2nd inning.
Almost the exact same spot.
Yep.
It's a power sinker there. Jim Johnson, 92. Big, slow curveball. 12-6 break with the pitch. Also his go-to for a strikeout.
Off the end of the bat to left.
There that was. That's pretty good differential in speeds of those two pitches. 92 to 78 for Jim Johnson.
So 2 outs and Olson coming up. Olson 1 for 3, singled and scored in the 5th inning. It's a 2-out base hit, and then Chapman followed up with a home run to center. Jim Johnson, the 5th reliever used tonight. This one's out toward right field. Cole moving back on it, near the wall, leaps up, and that is gone. A home run for Matt Olson on a breaking ball, and it's a 2-run deficit once again. It's 9-7. Olson hits the A's 5th home run of the night. Just his 2nd on the season.
Talked about that power for Olson. That pitch on the inner half of the plate, a dangerous spot with a fastball to a lefty batter. Cole trying to leap up and just over the glove. Another home run over that 8-foot wall in right field. We've seen 3 already this homestand.
Chapman 2 for 3 with a single and a home run, takes a strike. All 5 home runs tonight for Oakland with 2 outs. 1 in the first, 2 in the second. Those are back-to-back. Joyce and Simeon. Chapman's in the 5th, and now Olson's here in the 7th. This one lifted out to right field, but playable for Cole. That'll do it. Oakland adds a run. Stretch time here at the Big A. Oakland on top 9-7. Time now for the Arco game break with Patrick O'Neill, Jose Mota, and Tim Sandlin.
Okay, Victor.
Two teams. Angels took 3 of 4 at the Coliseum to open up the 2018 season. And Oakland, as they did at the Coliseum, came out swinging the bats tonight. And they did so early against Parker Bridwell, scoring 6 times and chasing him after an inning and 2/3. The offense has battled back. They've had some more opportunities to draw even, if not take a lead, but they've not been able to get those big hits of the last couple of innings. Angels 5 for 12 overall. Been in scoring position. And Simmons facing Ryan Buchter. Simmons, Valbuena, and Ohtani. Angels have the 7th. Andleton is 2 for 3. Double and a single. 2 runs batted in.
Hitting .406 the season. Shohei Ohtani coming up 3rd in this inning.
Two down. Richard Johnson, the 5th reliever used by the Angel. Buchter is the 4th used by the A's. Gossett went 3 1/3, Petit 1, Hendricks 2/3, Pagan 2/3, and now Buchter came in last inning. 2-0 pitch.
Got a couple pitches up and in like that now tonight. Albert Pujols had a big game, 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 runs scored. 23 hits away from 3,000.
3-1. Fastball.
And Buchter has a real good fastball.
Simmons 1 for 1 in his career with a walk against the lefty. That was part of a 3-team deal between Oakland, Kansas City, and San Diego. 3-1 on the way. Full count.
It just looked like Hamilton took a little bit of a step back away from the plate, looking to turn on something inside. Anticipating a fastball on that part of the plate.
Payoff pitch back toward the middle. Lead off single for Andleton Simmons. Make that a 3-hit game.
Well, he used the whole field as well as anybody on this entire team for the Angels. And a high fastball, you know it's going to be hit hard. A 353 last season on high fastballs, high pitches. Is it the tying run? Marte. Pinch hit. Luis Valbuena.
Sorry, good. Second 3-hit game for Simmons this year. Valbuena finishes the game going 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in. Marte at .385 average, 5 for 13. 2 doubles, 1 RBI, 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter so far. He's 1 for 1 against Buchter. Time was called.
Pretty late call too, especially when you're in the middle of a delivery potentially.
Third at first.
As a pinch hitter, most times, anytime that first pitch, as you're coming off the bench, you're looking fastball. Buchter has a good fastball. Might be an opportunity for Jeffrey just to look for that, to see if he can get the barrel of the bat on it. 10-foot lead, shorten it up. Andleton Simmons, a little bit bigger. He got the fastball.
Oh, 1 count. 9 runs, 12 hits, 3 left on for Oakland. 7 runs, 12 hits, 7 left on for the Angels. Halos have crept within a run a couple of times, have just not been able to catch up to Oakland as of yet. Originally down 6-0 in the second.
Shohei Ohtani, home run and a walk with the bases loaded, 2 RBI. A little bigger lead for Simmons.
No balls, 2 strikes. Somewhat Sean Doolittle-like. Buckner comes after you. Here it is. Seems like Sean was all his fastball. Here it is.
90% of his pitches, at least at one point with the A's, were off, this fastball after fastball.
The 0-2. There's a breaking ball that's line to left. Base hit. Joyce over to try to cut it off. Does so. But going to third is Simmons. Marte, and at second, it's a pinch hit double, and the tying run is at second base. Went with a breaking ball that time, and Marte just pulled it.
And I think, to your point, Victor, his fastball was good. He sped up his bat with a breaking ball, and he hooked it down to that corner. Good swing there for Marte.
Well, here's Shohei Ohtani. Solo home run in the second, a fly ball to center in the fourth. Walk with the bases loaded against Liam Hendricks in the 5th. And that seemed to be a plate appearance for Ohtani. He never really got anything to hit. Hendricks was content and issued that free pass. I think it was a 2-0 breaking ball down in the dirt at one point.
And 80% of the time last season, Buckner threw a first pitch fastball to a lefty. 80% of the time. Sit fastball if you're Shohei.
Defense back in normal depth, playing somewhat the pull. Chapman near third. Buckner ready. The lefty delivers the first one. That's pulled toward first, glove by Olson. And they'll take the out at first, unable to even get a run out of it. 1 down.
The ball was rocketed.
Yep.
That's good play by Olson. That's a long throw to the plate, but it was hit so hard, there's nothing that Simmons can do. He stayed back with his fastball. That was quick. Talk about turning on a fastball in. He was looking fastball, got it, and one hopper right to Olson. And there's nothing you can do. That's a perfect swing.
It's 110 miles per hour off the bat ground ball. Like Trinan getting ready. Martin Maldonado at the plate. 1 for 3 so far. RBI single in the 4th. Simmons standing at third. Marte, the tying run at second. 9-7 Oakland. Nope. The breaking ball.
Contact play certainly will be on now. With 1 out, ground ball to a middle infielder brings it back close to 1 run again. Close it in.
And the infield playing back at normal depth. Just off the plate, 2-0. Top of the order, Cozart on deck.
And if you're Martin Maldonado, now you're in a position, you're ahead of the count. You look for a spot, you can drive deep in the air, at the very least. Don't help out the pitcher by chasing a non-strike. The take.
That's a nice play by Lucroy, too.
I don't know how he was able to get over there. That's one of those ones you're almost screened by the batter there. A left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Hard pitch in the dirt. Shohei, who hit that ball on the nose, but also a good play at first. Prevented the game from being tied.
.3-0 count with 1 out. Talk about a perfect pitch.
Yeah, you may or may not have had the green light, but you can't. That's a pitcher's pitch. Right on the corner at 93.
Simmons leading off the inning with his 3rd hit of the game. Marte a pinch hit double. 3-1 now. Maldonado rips one diving catch by Matt Chapman. That ball was scalded. That's twice now. Back-to-back hitters. And with Cozart coming to the plate, Bob Melvin is going to make a pitching change.
Well, you're going to have to make a pitching change. The 2 base balls were crushed, but were caught. Chapman's made a couple good plays tonight. Shohei thinking the game's tied again. He hit the ball well himself. Instead, 2 outs. Kinsler looking on.
Blake Trinan coming on to relieve. 2 men still on. Halo's down 2. He's up 9-7 here in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. Want to remind you this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Blake Trinan takes over on the mound for Ryan Buchter. This will be his 3rd game. No record, no ERA. 3 2/3 innings this far. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 4 hits allowed. He's got Simmons standing at 3rd base. Marte at 2nd. He's the tying run. Zach Cozart, leadoff man at the plate. First one in for a strike at the knees. Cozart 0 for 3. Is also hit by a pitch.
That is a power fastball in a sinking, moving fastball if you tried it. 96, 99, hard slider.
Coming over from the Nationals last year, part of the Doolittle-Madsen trade. Cozart 0 for 3 in his career against Trinan. Yawant.
It's not easy to catch that sinker also. See how difficult that was for Lucroy. He's looking in, he's setting up in. He had to reach back across the dish at 97. Certainly not an easy guy to lift the ball in the air against.
He's pitched once against the Angels, went 2 innings, allowing 3 hits. 1-1 pitch. 1-2.
This is where Cozart excelled last season in the National League. Tops as far as batting average with 2 strikes on him, 263. Very impressive numbers. Outfield playing fairly shallow across the board for Oakland, especially now with 2 strikes and a power sinker on the mound. Very difficult to hit the ball in the air.
One, two. Foul. Couple of fine defensive plays by the Athletics this inning. Runners in second and third and nobody out on 2 hard hit baseballs. Tani's 110 miles per hour off the bat. Olsen making a nice play on the grounder, and then Chapman with a liner by Maldonado, 103 miles per hour off the bat.
Pretty good at bat. Just fighting off that nasty sinker.
97 sink piece.
It's a Kevin Brown, Scott Erickson type power sinker.
Trout's on deck. Yet another 1-2 pitch. And he chases the breaking ball. Nope, they're saying it hit foul ball, hit the ground. Lucroy claiming that he caught it, tried to sell it. No played up by Brian Knight, says no serve.
That's pretty tough breaking ball. Sharp breaking ball. Certainly hit the ground. If it's a foul tip, it definitely was not caught in the air. Hit the dirt first.
A little battle here. 6 pitches thus far.
Good take. That's another sharp breaking ball, especially when you try to gear up to a 97, 98 mile an hour fastball. Mike Trout on deck. A guy who knows very well how to hit a low pitch.
Trying it ready, now the 2-2. Cozart fouls it off the right.
3 pitches.
You mentioned all 3 outfielders very shallow. Joyce, Powell, Piscotty from left to right. 2 outs, both base runners can take extended leads.
Exactly. About as straight up as the defensive positions you've seen, both infield and outfield.
2-2. This is broken back. One hopper over to Chapman. Third base. Low throw. Olsen can't handle it. Gets away. Here comes Marte. We're tied at 9. As good as Chapman has been tonight, he makes a crucial error. And it'll give Trout an opportunity to come up and give the Angels a lead.
It took a while to tie this game up, but a mistake in the field by Oakland again comes back to bite him. He has time, plenty of time. The low throw, Olsen the stretch out there trying to keep his foot on the base, unable to do so. Baseball gets away, and Ohtani in, Kinsler skying in there in the dugout as the game is tied at 9. Trout has walked.
Trout gets walked intentionally. It'll be Upton coming up.
He's had 2 really good swings in a row.
So it took a defensive miscue, and we saw quite a few of them from Oakland in the opening series of the year for the Angels to finally catch the Athletics. 9-9 in the 7th. Upton 2 for 4, single, double, couple of strikeouts. Upton 1 for 7 in his career against Blake Trinan. Cozart at second, Trout at first. Good speed on the bases for the Angels. 1-0.
Much that baseball moved. That started in the inside corner, well off the plate. Again, as a hitter, you have to track the lower part of the strike zone.
Ball foul. 1 ball and strike. One and two. Tight breaking ball.
Threw a couple really good ones to Zach Cozart before hitting that ground ball that Chapman threw away at first. Really good at bat by Cozart. He's even putting that ball in play.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 outs.
Not many pitches up in the strike zone. He got one there. Anytime you're a power sinker pitcher, anything elevated becomes a hittable pitch. It flattens out.
Go ahead run standing at second base. Just the bottom of the 7th. Two-two pitch. Full count. Pujols on deck. And the runners are going to get a head start here.
So the Trout speed, the gapper, results in 2 runs.
Runners go. 3-2, and that's out toward right center field. Long run for Boog Powell, still going back near the wall, leaps up. That ball is gone! Big fly, Justin Upton! Halos on top!
Boy, it is another excellent at bat. Justin Upton, we talked about getting that timing together. Single, double, now a 3-run home run to right center field. A rocket the other way. Some well-hit baseballs in this inning. It's a pretty good pitch away, but he's tracking it away. And out the right center field, just over the glove of Boog Powell, jumping up and over that wall for a 3-run home run. Shohei, loving it.
Here's Albert.
That's the 4th home run now in this homestand over the new dimensions in right center field.
What are the stats guys?
They said
Think it was going to add 6 to 8 a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Or every week.
Might get that through the first homestand.
Well, Justin Upton had 35 home runs, 44 doubles, both career highs. Last year he has a double and a home run in this game. 2nd home run of the season.
Oh, 2 to Albert. Got another breaking ball. He'll go down swinging for the 3rd out, but the Angels send 9 men to the plate. They make the most of a huge error by Matt Chapman. 2 runs to tie it, and then Upton, a 3-run blast going the opposite way.
Right lower part of the strike zone and away, but he went down and got it. Drives it out the right center field for a 3-run go-ahead home run for Justin Upton. Exit velocity off of that fastball, firm fast, 103 miles per hour. Launch angle 24 degrees for Justin Upton. That's a tough pitch to lift in the air, and he did so to right center field to get it out.
Jim Johnson back to start this 8th inning. Lucroy, Piscotty, and Powell, the bottom 3rd of the order for the A's. Lucroy 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored.
But what do we say about balance in this lineup? Even a couple of the outs in that inning were rockets by Shohei Ohtani and Martin Maldonado. But a real good at bat, even though it was an error made by Chapman at 3rd, it was a real solid at bat for Zach Cozart. Fought off some tough pitches.
Cozart moving over to 3rd base. Nolan Fontana comes in the game, takes over at 2nd base. One-two pitch. Down goes Lucroy. Chases the breaking ball, 1 down.
It's a good, sharp curveball from Jim Johnson. 12-6 break. Stays on top. Straight down. There's real good spin rate on his curveball. It's the one pitch last season that was very effective as far as getting punch outs with. His fastball, going to get a lot of ground ball outs.
Piscotty 0 for 2 with a sac fly. Once upon a time, it was a 6-0 deficit going into the bottom of the second. Angels with 1 in the second, 4 in the fourth to draw within 1. 2-run home run extended that lead for Oakland. The Angels got those 2 back at the bottom of the 5th. Oakland adding 1 in the 7th, and that 5-run bottom of the 7th. 2 down here in the 8th.
You go back to that second inning. Remember we talked about a lot of times when a team scores 5 runs like did up 6-0. Just a quick response back by the Angels was important, and Shohei Ohtani did so with a home run. You can sense the energy in this stadium and in that dugout after that home run, even though you're still down by 5, but it was early in the game.
Couple of hits tonight for Powell, 2 for 3. Handlers have seen in Middleton getting ready in the bullpen.
Like Scioscia, got to be loving this resilience that his team down. You mentioned Victor, 6-0, coming right back. Eventually, even though a couple well-hit baseballs didn't produce the tying runs, a real good at bat by Cozart, followed by that perfect swing from Justin Upton for a 3-run homer.
Tried to bring that one back. Johnson wanted it. It's 2-2. Breaking ball, this one over to Simmons.
Again, that same swing he's had early in the game. This time, Simmons there to finish it off. Victor, a shutdown inning for Jim Johnson. The Angels continue to lead 12-9. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Angels leading the Athletics 12-9 here, bottom of the 8th inning. Going back to my Hyundai key for this game tonight for the Angels against this Oakland club. Going a little tainted glove. Talking about putting pressure on that defense. It had been pretty good in the game, but a mistake. Chapman on the throw across the diamond results in the tying runs and eventually the 3-run home run by Justin Upton.
Santiago Casilla takes over on the mound for Blake Trinan. Calhoun, Simmons, Fontana due up. And should the inning continue, Ohtani would step to the plate.
You see a fastball's 93, 96, curveball, slider, and he does have a very good tailing changeup.
Cole tonight 1 for 4. Singleton scored in the 4th.
Shift on again against Cole. Beat that shift earlier in the game.
3 balls, no strikes. Crazy to think Casilla is just pitching in his 2nd game. Never easy to try to get to find some rhythm without the actual game mount. Whether you have the opportunities to close games.
You can do all the work you want in the bullpen, warming up. It's not that same adrenaline going.
Cole thought that pitch was down and away. 3-1. Andrelton Simmons on deck. 3-hit game for Simba. There's a leadoff walk. Simba with a double, 2 singles, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. 2nd 3-hit game of the year. Now with 14 hits on the season, easily the team leader.
Continues to get better and better at the plate. He's more patient. Last season alone, a career high as far as walks with 47.
Calhoun on the move. That pitch is down low. Apparently, I thought that pitch was right down the middle. Stolen base for Cole.
First stolen base in the season for Cole, 2nd as a team. Pretty big jump. And looking back, you would think that's an indication that maybe a hit and run was on, but it wasn't. A straight steal for Cole Calhoun. The pitch looked like it was all over the strike zone.
Yeah, I thought so too, Gooby. 2 balls and a strike.
And you can see exactly what Anderson's trying to do. He's trying to hit the ball to that right side. That extra run here. We've seen Oakland 4 times already this year, into the 5th game now. They battle all the way through. You want to add on when you can.
Long hold there for Casilla. Simmons tired of waiting. Middleton will get the 9th. Top of the order coming up for Oakland. Nice job by Jim Johnson to give up the 2-out home run in the 7th, but nothing else.
Amazing thing about that for Oakland, all 5 of their home runs with 2 outs tonight. Bob Melvin looking on, trying to make a number of pitching changes in this game.
Parker Bridwell knocked down after an inning and 2/3. Daniel Gossett lasted 3 1/3. 2 starters tonight. With the back bouncer, this will move Calhoun over to 3rd.
Real nice read there by Cole, going on that broken bat ground ball, knowing that Simeon doesn't have to play over a 3rd. Advances. Jammed him. Good read by Cole. Once it got by the pitcher, advances over to 3rd.
There's Keenan. Off to a good start. Infield in for Oakland with Nolan Fontan at the plate. Took over as a defensive replacement at the top of the inning. 0 for 1 this year.
Long look for Fontana down to Dino Weeble. Always that possibility of a suicide squeeze. Outfielders playing fairly shallow again.
Two balls, no strikes with Ohtani on deck. Long, crazy Friday night here in the Big A. The opener of this 3-game set.
I'll tell you what, it's amazing. When you look around here at the stadium, there's a ton of people still here with the anticipation of that man potentially getting up in this inning to swing the bat again.
Two-0 now. 3-0.
Three hits out of this spot in the lineup already tonight. 2 by Valbuena, a double by Marte.
Valbuena picking up a couple of runs batted in the 4th. Originally that ball was called an error on Petit, the pitcher, but has since changed. Valbuena credited with a single and 2 RBIs.
That's the right call.
Three balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Cole standing over at 3rd base. Top part of the zone, full count.
3-1 breaking ball.
Ohtani on deck. Good rip by Nolan.
He's got a pitch he can hit in the air with the infield in. That's what we're trying to do at the plate right now. Let's create some lift. Or at least get that fly ball, sac fly.
Montana originally a 2nd-round pick by the Stros in 2012. Angels claimed him off waivers November of 2016. Season in AAA last year. First major league hit, a home run out of Miami. Another payoff. Breaking ball, he got him. 2 down. So Ohtani coming to the plate with a man at third, 2 down. One for 3 tonight. Homer back in the second. Walk with the bases loaded in the 5th.
This is great to see. Hasn't really moved his feet on a swing a whole lot. That time that breaking ball down and in, a little bit of more movement. That last at bat on a fastball, and he turned on it, a one-hop rocket to Olsen, who made a nice play on it.
Ball on a strike. Fooled on that breaking ball. That's 1-2.
Be surprised if he threw anything but that pitch again. Cole able to get way down the line with Chapman well off the base. A break a ball in the dirt. Give him a shot to score on a wild pitch.
One, two. Way upstairs off the glove of Luke Croy. Wild pitch brings home a run. Like an overthrown fastball.
Sometimes you think in terms of trying to set up a hitter. When you have a hitter swinging and breaking balls in the dirt like that, it's surprising why you would even try to high fastball. There's nothing Luke Croy could do with that high fastball. And the wild pitch does occur.
$13-9 Halos. 2-2. And he got him swinging. We will head to the 9th inning. Keenan Middleton coming in to try to close this one out with the Angels on top. Keenan Middleton takes over on the bump. He replaces Jim Johnson. This will be Keenan's 5th game of the year. No record, no ERA. Has 1 save, 5 innings, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Keenan will be facing the top of the order for the Athletics. It will be Joyce, Lowry, or pardon me, Simeon, and then Lowry. Just trying to run the record to 6-2 on the year. J.C. Ramirez will be on the mound for the Angels tomorrow night. Andrew Triggs will be going for Oakland on Sunday afternoon. Kendall Graveman against Shohei Ohtani. There's J.C. Ramirez.
Good career numbers against Oakland. Triggs, good career numbers against the Angels. Should be a pretty good pitching matchup tomorrow night.
Shohei will not be in the lineup tomorrow. I wouldn't imagine, although you never know. They say that they're writing the book as we go, right?
Yeah, Billy Upton has said that.
Yeah. But the rule of thumb going into it has been the day after he pitches and the day before he pitches, he will not hit in the game as a full-time guy.
Yeah.
You know? We shall see. You never know. Swing.
I didn't anticipate him really potentially coming in, especially I knew he was going to throw a bullpen session today. He's got loosened up so he can hit a home run.
That's it, right? That's the thing that's amazing. Like you know how much work you put in as a starter. And just being a starter, not to. This one out towards center, glove by Simmons. Not to take anything away from what normal starters do, but the preparation that it takes to become a big league starter. And then, oh, by the way, you still got to get your prep in and work in to be a big league hitter.
Yeah,
too.
you got to get your swings, you got to get your timing down. It's not easy to play twice a week and catch up to 90 plus. It's a home run against Corey Kluber on Wednesday. Homers tonight, 3 games in a row for Shohei with a home run.
No balls, 2 strikes. Marcus Semien 1 for 4. Homer back in the 2nd. First home run of the year. Oh, 2 now. Off the plate.
Pretty good breaking ball from Keenan.
Keenan's never lacked confidence out on the mound. He certainly didn't last year in his rookie campaign, and this year he's just come out right from the get-go.
He has that closer mentality. Plus he's got that upper 90s fastball. Very good slider, and he's really getting more and more confident with his changeup. So 3 different variety of speeds to throw.
Just off the plate. 2-2. That's out towards center. Trout's there. 2 down. Jed Lowry coming to the plate. He stands in the way of the Angels picking up the opener of this 3-game set.
And still, just to go back to what you were talking about earlier, but being down 6-0 in the 2nd inning and then come back like that. Very impressive. Again, a very deep lineup, a great swing there from Justin Upton. Big game for him, 3 hits overall in the game. Single, double, home run, 3-run home run to go ahead swing.
Lowry 2 for 4, takes a fastball, apparently misses inside. We mentioned the 6-0. Angels 0-109 against the A's in games they trailed by 6 or more runs.
Amazing.
Will this be the night?
By the way, when you put it in perspective, last 2 games, the bullpen, 15 2/3 innings pitched. The last 2 games for the bullpen.
2-0.
Not ideal for Mike Sosa or Charles Nagy, but it's been pretty successful so far. That's a lot of work for a bullpen early on in the season.
Out.
One thing you don't want to do against this Oakland club is gift base runners. We've seen that up in Oakland this year and in the past.
Huge error by Matt Chapman allowed the Angels to tie this one up in the 7th, and the 3-run home run by Justin Upton. The Angels lead. Halos adding one in the bottom of the 8th. A wild pitch. 3-1. Full count.
There is a different type of energy at this ballpark so far this season.
Davis on deck should this continue. 3-2. Out toward right field. Cole will not make a play on this one. Off the base of the wall, Lowry slams on the brakes. Simmons might have a play at first. And they got him! Light that baby up!
They may take a look at that one, but always in the right position. Andrelton Simmons, a firm throw from Cole from the wall and into Simmons, and the fire back to Albert. Did he get the tag down? You might as well challenge it if you're Oakland regardless.
He's out. They're saying he's out. They're not going to challenge it.
Wow.
Put this one in the books. How's this not already in everybody's scouting report that Andrelton Simmons will do this?
Yep, the tag applied. Game over. What a comeback victory. Cole with a perfect throw, and Andrelton Simmons, why not? You mentioned earlier, he's getting every single play. Might as well finish it off with a perfect throw. Back to Albert.
No question about it. Nice job overall by the Angels offense, as you mentioned, Gooby. And the pitching staff, the bullpen really is the one been huge for this Halos team, especially over the last couple of games. And for whatever reason, they've been able to just stand up and just put some zeros on the board and get the job done.
I think it really, that whole comeback was started with that perfect swing from Shohei Ohtani, finished off by the perfect swing by Justin Upton.
Jim Johnson picks up the win in relief. And it was the error by Matt Chapman that gave the Angels the opportunity to tie this one up. They had a lot of opportunities, a lot of base runners late in the game, but could not get it done. They finally pulled through, and the game winner, of course, off the bat of Justin Upton. He's down to the field with our own Alex Curry. Alex.
Justin, what a comeback victory for this team. You guys just keep chipping away and find ways to win. Is there a certain level of confidence in this dugout right now, knowing that you guys are going to be able to get the job done?
Yeah, we just know if we keep putting together good bats, that good things will happen, and that's what we did tonight.
And you saw production from top to bottom. Is there a different approach where you guys offensively at the plate this year?
Well, we just try to pass the baton and get the next guy in the box, and see what he can do, and whether that's a base hit, a walk, whatever it might be, just get the next guy to the plate, and we were able to do that.
And going back to the beginning of this rally, after giving up 6 runs by the 2nd inning, there's a certain buzz every time Shohei Ohtani comes to the plate. What kind of boost of momentum did he give you guys with that home run?
Well, he chipped away. He got one of the runs back. So, when he comes to the plate, it's pretty special right now, and it's been fun to watch.
Well, congratulations on the win.
All right, thank you.
The Angels make it 3 straight here at the Big A, but don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with Patrick O'Neill, Jose Mota, and Tim Salmon to break it all down on Angels Live next.